guys, Friday, July 31st. I decided I'm going to do one of my videos now, one of the driver's seat discussions. So today I want to talk about, I mean, there is probably a million traits of highly successful people, but today I just want to talk about 10 of them. And like I said, there's so many more, but these are 10 that are pretty interesting and you guys can start to implement into your life. So number one, they consciously and methodically create their own success while other people hope success will find them. So essentially what they do is they take the time to sit down and, you know, just go into imagination stage, if you will. You know, they don't think about how much it's going to cost. They don't think about the process it's going to take to get there. They just kind of create a specific life that they want for themselves, and then they have a blueprint or something to work towards in their daily activities. Okay, so number two, they're fearful just like everyone else, but they are not controlled or limited by their fear. Now this is a thing that we all have a problem with, including myself. Okay, and it kind of goes back to a comfort zone. You know, I mean, when you're in a comfort zone, you don't want to get out of that comfort zone because it's comfortable, right? But the real growth is going to happen when you move past that comfort zone and you face the fears, you know, and that fear can be so many different things. You know, it could be like the fear of talking to a girl, or the fear of applying for a specific job, or the fear of doing public speaking. Just whatever it really is when you step outside of that comfort zone and you face that fear, that's when the growth happens. That's when you start, you know, moving down the path towards success. Okay, so number three, they want amazing and they won't settle for less. Okay, it kind of goes back to number one, like I was saying, where they just sit down, they create an ideal life for themselves, and it's never short of amazing. Okay, and that's what we need to do. We need to set big goals, because if you set a goal to have, you know, $10,000 and you fall short of that, okay, you're gonna have $8,000. You set a goal to have $1 million and you fall short of that, you're gonna have $800,000. Okay, which goal is more inspiring? Which goal gets you more pumped up and excited? You know, so set bigger goals, and that may help to drive a little bit more motivation and activity and productivity out of you. Okay, so number four, they have clarity and they know what they want for the future. Again, goes back to number one. They take the time to sit down, get out a piece of paper, and write down exactly what they want out of this life. Okay, it's short. Life is short. It's like my video on time. Okay, you're 20 years old now. You're gonna live till you're 70. You have 438,000 hours left of your life. Yeah, it might sound like a lot, dude, but it's ticking every second gone. It's always ticking, it's always moving, it never stops. Okay, so really, from the time I just said that, now you have less than 438,000 hours left. You see what I'm saying? It's a never-ending, like, timer, and you just need to understand that it's gonna run out, dude. Okay, so clarity, and they know what they want for the future. They visualize and plan their best reality while others spectate. You know, you see a lot of people, you know, going out every single weekend. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I went out last weekend. I went out and had a few drinks. I went to IHOP at 2 a.m. You know, I had a good time, you know, but that's because I did complete things, and it's not an every weekend occurrence for me. Okay, that was that one weekend was the first time I had gone out, and I'm gonna say at least 6 weeks, maybe even 2 months. Okay, so it's not something that I'm abusing. It's something that, yeah, sometimes, dude, you do need to go out, you do need to have a good time, you know. So I mean, just understand that. Okay, so visualize and plan your reality while others spectate. Okay, they're not even gonna know what hit them when you're pulling up in the new Porsche. Okay. Number six, they don't wait for the right time, because the time is never gonna be right, dude. You know, and I had a big problem with this, and again, I still do. And the thing is, I'm trying to address all these things that I understand that I'm doing incorrectly. Okay, because I was always thinking, like, for example, I wanted to start this YouTube channel, right? And I was like, oh, well, I'll start it when I know more, or I'll start it when I'm a year older, or I'll start it when I have more followers on Instagram so I can blast it out to them, or I'll start it when I'll start it then, I'll start it then, I'll start it. No, dude, just start, bro. I'll start it when I get this, when I get the new camera. I'll start it when I learn how to do the lighting. I'll start it when I learn how to use the editing software. Well, guess what, dude? I'm never gonna learn how to do any of that shit if I don't just start. Okay, I don't know what you guys think. Maybe you think my first video and my videos now, maybe they all suck and you don't like them. Or maybe you're like, hey dude, he's learning a little bit more about the camera, he's learning a little bit more about the editing, you know, it's getting a little bit better and it's building on itself, okay? Because I'm done waiting for the right time, because the time's never gonna be right, so I'm just making the time that I have now the right time. I make it the right time, and you need to make it the right time as well, okay? Yeah, I just got to the gym. About to back into this spot and finish this video, baby. Woo! Okay, number 7. They are like... One second. Let me just back in, dude. I don't want to crash the whip, bro. I just don't want to crash the whip today, buddy. Okay, so anyways, number 7, they're lifelong learners. They're constantly working on educating themselves formally. That includes school. Really, that's all that includes is school, okay? Informally, this could include YouTube videos, web research, going to the library and reading their own books, going out and purchasing their own books, you know, purchasing audio books. I mean, those are a few different ways to informally educate yourself. And then also experimentally, okay? So they go out, they try things, and they'd be like, hey dude, this worked, hey, that didn't work, you know, hey, I'm gonna do that again because it worked well, hey, I'm not gonna do that again because it didn't work well. Okay, so number 8, they constantly focus on what needs to be done and they get it done rather than stopping and starting. You know, this is a huge thing that we have a problem with, is that we'll be like, okay, well, I need to get all these things done, and then say you need to get 10 things done. Maybe you do 3 of them and you'd be like, oh, okay, well, that's good then. You know, I got 3 of my tasks done, and you kind of just like blow off the other 7 and then maybe go out with friends, or, you know, start the Netflix marathon, or kind of do whatever you want to do. And it's like, dude, look, if you got 10 things to get done, why don't you get 12 things done? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you take the time to write out a list and be like, I need to get all 10 of these things done, and then spend your whole day focusing on getting those things done and cross them off as each item gets completed, okay? And that actually will help you feel a sense of accomplishment as you go down the list and you cross things off as you complete them. I'm telling you, it really does help, because you'd be like, okay dude, now I got that done, now I got that done, and then it's the end of the day and you're like, well shit dude, I had to get 10 things done, you know, I got 9 things done. That's better than getting 3 things done, you know what I mean? And you feel good about yourself, because you're like, okay, well then I'll just take that extra thing I had to get done, I'll throw it on tomorrow's list, and I'll add 6, 7, 8 more things and just bang it all out again tomorrow, dude. And that's how you're going to make the progress, okay? It's not gonna happen in a week, it's not gonna happen in 2 weeks, it's not gonna happen in a month. It's gonna be 6 months, 12 months, 18, 24 months later, you're gonna wake up and be like, whoa, dude, I have gotten more stuff done in 24 months, maybe, than people will get done in 10 years or even a lifetime, dude, because you're staying focused every single day on the goal. You're staying focused on achieving the goal, and you're just constantly pushing forward. You're not, yeah, okay, pat yourself on the back, you got the things done, whatever it is, dude, but like, okay, you got it done, pat yourself on the back, next one, next one. You know what I'm saying? It's not this like leisurely pace where you just kind of like do things here and there, dude. It's just hammering all the time. Okay, number 9, they effectively manage their emotions, and they feel the same way that we all do, but they don't let that control their actions. Again, something I have a problem with, something that I'm sure every single one of you guys has a problem with, is that we get this feeling of fear or doubt, or we're tired, or we're depressed, or we don't want to do it right now. And it's like, dude, that's what separates the winners from the losers, man. When it's like the last rep at the gym, okay? You go in there, you do 6 reps, those ones are just like kind of like maintenance reps, and then it's the last 2 or 4 reps that are actually going to build the muscle for you. Okay, so it's pushing through the pain, and that's the exact same concept you need to use in life. It's like, dude, okay, you get 6 things done throughout the day and you're starting to get tired. Okay, now that's when you start. That's the start of the day, is once you start getting tired and being like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do any more research. I don't want to do any more things, okay? That's when it starts. That's when the progress starts, okay? It's not the first 6 tasks. It's the last 2 or 4 that you do not want to do. That's when the progress begins, okay? So keep that in mind. And number 10, they work through the tough things that most others avoid. Okay, as humans, we all make decisions and actions and all this stuff based off of pain and pleasure. Okay, we try to avoid pain and we try to gain pleasure. All right, and that's what we're doing here, dude. When something gets hard and it gives us this feeling of pain, we're like, well, dude, I don't want to do that. I just want to be pleasure. I just want to feel good. Good. I'm not saying don't feel good, dude, but I'm just saying understand that when it goes back to my previous premise on number 9, when it starts getting tough, when you start feeling that pain, when you start feeling like I don't want to do this, dude, that's when the reward comes. Okay, that's when you make the next step, dude. That's when you level up. That's when you go from level 24 to level 25. Okay, you understand? That's when you move to the next rank. That's when you go from lieutenant to general or whatever, dude. I don't even know the ranks. I'm just saying that's when you move forward, is when you push through the pain. Okay, I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hope I gave you guys some decent insights onto what you can do to start down the path of being successful and becoming the strongest, best version of yourself, because that's really what this is about, dude. It's not about you going and making $5 billion. It's not about you being the #1 fitness person. It's not about driving the nicest car. It's about, number one, defining your definition of success, understanding of what success means to you, and dude, and just constantly become better. Just do better than you did yesterday, dude. Just work a little bit harder than yesterday and continuously do that. Okay, guys, so something I'm really working on, something I hope you guys want to start working on as well. You know, it honestly makes life a lot more fun and interesting and exciting. Okay, so start looking into these kinds of things. Hey, I appreciate your time. It really means a lot that you guys are taking time out of your day to listen to my videos.